I look at you? Do I look? What do you prefer?
I'm Chris Avena with American Outdoor News. I'm here with Stephanie Spika-Hickey from Safari Club International, as well as Professional Outdoor Media Association. Stephanie, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today at this amazing event.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to have an opportunity to talk with you today.
So you've been with SCI for a long time. You've had many.
Yes, I started with SCI as staff, and then I became a chapter president, which is a volunteer position. Then I was elected as a director at large, and now I currently serve as a vice president of Safari Club International, which is an elected position. It's all volunteer work, and it is my absolute passion.
So tell me what your day-to-day looks like in your current position.
With SCI, I have so many fun activities that I get to do. I chair multiple different committees. So those committees meet every single month, lots of Zoom meetings, and I chair awards. That's my absolute favorite thing that I get to do. So one of the fun things that I'll be doing this week is going on stage and giving out the chapter awards to all of the chapters that won awards for things that they've done over the past year, as well as I chair the Lifetime Awards for things like Hall of Fame or Diana's or Young Hunters. So, and I'm also active on our Veterans Committee, our Membership Committee, our Communications Committee. I chair that committee because in my day job, my professional career, I work in marketing and communications for outdoor media. So all of this falls together perfectly.
It's full circle.
Full circle.
So let's talk about some of the awards. The Youth Award. How does somebody qualify?
Yeah, the Youth Award's fabulous because you just need to be an SCI member who is currently 25 years old or younger. And there's an application we have online and you apply. And within that application, it has an essay that you need to write. You need a letter of recommendation from your local SCI chapter and another letter of recommendation and a few other things. And that's it. And then there's a committee who reviews them and selects our winner.
And they're obviously young hunters, young outdoors. And what type of accomplishments do these young hunters have?
These young hunters are people who have not only hunted a variety of different animals, but they're people who have also done unique things within their community. They're active in their local SCI chapters. They've done different conservation projects, and they've also mentored other hunters. They aren't just people who go out by themselves, hunt, and come home and that's it. They're people who are continuing to promote that lifestyle. And I think that that is so important for young people to see other young people hunting, because that's how we're going to recruit. Adults recruiting young hunters is great, but other young hunters recruiting their own peers are really how we're going to continue to introduce new people to our sport.
Well, that is the mantra of every outdoors, to grow our community, keep our traditions rolling. And it's great that it's a requirement at such a young age to introduce their friends, their peers, their family into a lifestyle that we cherish.
It really is. And I'm always amazed at how remarkable these young hunters are and all of their amazing things that they accomplish. And I think sometimes our young hunters are afraid to apply because they think, well, it can't be me. I don't do enough.
Yeah.
But I always want to encourage people that you are doing enough and you should apply because you never know. You might just be our next youth hunter winner.
So I guess I'm too old to apply to that.
Maybe just by a couple of years.
So what about the veteran?
Yeah, the veteran awards are great because we give out an award to the chapter who wins our veteran award. And that is for a chapter who does what is deemed as the most activities for the veteran community. That's chapters who donate money to different causes. They put on different hunts. For veterans, they sponsor different individuals going on hunts, programs like that. And then we also have our combat veteran award. So an individual who is a combat veteran who is also an SCI member can apply. There's an application form and a little bit of a biography and narrative that you fill out. Tell us about yourself. And the committee will read those and choose who they think is the most deserving combat veteran. And that person wins a hunt that they get to go on. It's completely paid for as a way to give back to our military service members.
Well, realistically, they're all entitled to it.
I agree. I am actually a military spouse. So this is really near and dear to my heart. And I love that that is one thing that SCI does is it's not just about hunting. SCI is also known for conservation, and we do so much rather than the military because so it's just such a wonderful organization that does more than I think people realize at first glance.
It's all about giving back. It's a great organization. Now, you really ran the ranks from volunteer all the way up to where you're going now. What does it take to actually start a chapter?
Well, that's a great question. FCI puts on different seminars and has programs where you can learn how to start a chapter. But the biggest thing for starting a chapter is finding people in your community, in your location, who are willing to start that chapter with you. Reaching out to SCI, and SCI will work with you to figure out, make sure that there's not already a chapter in your area.
Yeah.
Find enough people. You have to have a set amount of people to be able to start the chapter, and they'll work to help you write your bylaws, your chapter name. You get that approved. You have to actually submit an application packet to SCI that gets approved by a committee and by our board, our executive committee, in order for that chapter to be formed. And then SCI will help you your first year to really get your chapter up and going, because we want to see every chapter be successful.
Well, I mean, the truth is, there's probably a ton of members in your area, even though there's not a chapter. So
Right.
they would automatically fall under that chapter, right?
Correct. Yes. And SCI works with these chapters, and we'll send them lists saying, here's all the members in your area that you could recruit to become a member of your chapter. They're already SCI members, but they don't belong to a chapter because there's not one in your area.
Yeah. So how does SCI American help a new sector?
I like it.
I'm a shameless self-promoter. I can't help it. So on top of everything you do in your marketing life, your SCI position, you're also the director of Professional Outdoor Media Association.
Correct. I currently serve as the executive director of POMA, the Professional Outdoor Media Association. And that is an organization that is a membership organization for, as the name suggests, outdoor media, as well as outdoor companies. And we're a nonprofit, and we work to connect organizations with media and provide different opportunities for both to work together.
So it's really promoting everything within media, doing writing, photographers, videographers, casters.
Right. We even have people who are, I hate to say influencers because I get a bad rap, but people who really do a lot of online, digital, social media, digital creators. But POMA, in order to be a member, you do have to apply. Our board of directors reviews your application, and you get voted on whether or not you can be a member, because we are very exclusive. We don't just let anybody become a member of POMA.
You're lucky to come.
I know. I mean, but so you can't just say, well, I like to post about things online, I should be a member of POMA. No, you have to actually be a member of the media who is doing this professionally. And we have different tiers. So we have a tier for voting media. Those are people like you. This is your job. This is your career. You're a voting media member. But we also have a lower tier for associate media. So maybe people who have a different day job, but they do this on the side. They're working into it. And so those members get added, and that's also a great organization. POMA is a great organization for those people, because we'll help you build those connections. We'll introduce you to people like you who can help you mentor new people, help them hone skills for their craft, introduce them to different companies, different places that they can network, and then we hold different events. And that's really the biggest thing about being a member of POMA, is being able to go to our events that we host throughout the year to build those connections and network, and also learn different skills to really hone our events.
Well, going to the POMA conferences, it really opens up doors. You get to meet some of the sponsors of POMA. You get to meet other outdoor writers and creators. And it really helped me network with a lot of people in the industry who've become close friends.
Our summit, we've rebranded, so this year it is now called the POMA Summit. And that is our annual event. And it is the number one event for POMA members. And it's really how POMA members are able to network and learn. And it is a 3-day event. This year it is May 26th through 28th in Hugo, Minnesota. And it provides an opportunity for media and companies to come together. We have different activities to do, such as a range day that's sponsored by NSSF. We have fishing trips that are sponsored by Onyx Fish and the American Sport Fishing Association. We also are going to have a turkey hunt that 6 different POMA members are going to go on. They actually will get to go on private land and hunt a turkey, sponsored by NWTF and Murray Road. So you have a lot of different fun hands-on activities. We're going to go to Federal Ammunition and go take a behind-the-scenes tour to go see how their ammo is made. Cool. So that's really exclusive.
Do you get to leave with a box of ammo without choice?
I haven't asked you.
Probably not.
We could see. And then we also have educational seminars where you'll get to learn different things, lots of different speakers, panels. We have a wonderful keynote speaker. The best part is our networking. In the evenings, we have a campfire. Everyone sits around it and just talks, networks, find people who do what you do, learn from them. And that's really the best part about POMA is the networking and just building those relationships to help boost your career.
There's really a lot of powerhouses in this industry that are involved with POMA.
You're one of them.
I am. Hey, we are a POMA award-winning publication. And you know what? That's one of the benefits where you get to meet other writers and publications in the industry who actually winning awards is great, but being acknowledged by your peers means much more than the award itself.
That's so true. POMA members are eligible to apply and submit their work for our POMA Pinnacle Awards, and we give those out at the summit, and it is so amazing to see all of the different things that our members do. And it's very hard for our judges every year to decide who wins, but it is wonderful to get to watch people like you accept these awards and be honored in front of your peers for excellence in your craft.
And the awards night's a lot of fun too, because it's raffles and auctions and all kinds of things going on where you can't not only win great gear or trips or whatever, it's just a fun night. Like Monday in the Bridge.
So true. Interestingly enough, our Pinnacle Awards this year are sponsored by SCI.
There you go.
And here's another fun fact for you. POMA turned 20 years old this year.
Wow.
POMA was actually originally started 20 years ago at SCI convention. So we're just taking it full circle.
There it is. There it is. All great organizations. There's a lot of ways to get involved in the outdoor industry. Safari Club International, Professional Outdoor Media Association, and just get out there. Introduce your friends to the outdoors. Take them hiking. Jump on an ATV. Go out into the woods. Grab a gun. Shoot a squirrel. It's all fun.
So true. I think the best thing that we can do as lovers of the outdoors is to take someone with you. Take someone hunting. And even if they don't want to go hunting, let them experience it with you or explain it to somebody who maybe is a non-hunter, because you don't have to convert everyone to become hunters, but to take people who are neutral and just explain to them why we do what we do and educate them. Makes such a difference.
Even if they're not coming out and grabbing a gun hunting with you, at least they'll understand the lifestyle.
So true.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak to us today. And stay tuned for our next episode. If you're not a member of POMA or Safari Club International, you could go to safariclub.org and Professional Outdoor Media, or hit that subscribe button right now for American Outdoor News, and we'll see you again next week. There you go.
Thank you.
Painless.
Yay!
And that's without a script. You know, I don't like checklist of questions.
Oh, wow.
And like Dinesh is going to be on. He's like, do you have questions? I'm like, dude, really? I'm like, I don't do that.
No. It was so funny when you said that email about Dinesh. I was like, oh, I know him so well from SCI because most of our chapters, he is that.
Dinesh works with everybody.
And I talked to Brittany when we were at Chow Chow, and I was like, we really should use them for our auction because we could do online stuff so much better.
Because it pulls in people who not. No, it's about raising money.
And I want to know if someone more help that our hiccup between us friends is that Gunbreaker is one of our members partners and is got rubber staff.
All right.
But we're kind of in a sticky spot right now. That is for right now. So who knows in 2 years or worth of scope. But
sponsors come and go.
They come and go. I agree. Because, yeah, Dinesh runs a tight shop and they have such visibility within this industry that their online auctions just go.
I was just speaking to James. He said that Texas trophy hunts, because of Dinesh's participation and the way it marketed and whatnot, went up over 100%. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, because they
unheard of.
They didn't do the online stuff before, and so just doing it online, and then it goes so big. Yeah,
it really helps. And I was saying that my affiliation with DSC, when I was on the board there for the Northeast chapter, they wouldn't listen to anything I was saying about the event. I'm like, dude, my dinner's pulling more people than your bank. Is there something wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
And they just wouldn't take my advice. Well, the president's kind of a pompous asshole. He's a teacher, not a business person, and it's just not going to change. And one night he was just a little too condescending for his own good. So I sent a resignation letter the next day. So I'm done. I don't need to speak to, be spoken down to by a teacher. I'm not in school. Most of the guys on there on the board own business. So we would be much better suited to run a chapter than this guy. But, it's a big undertaking.
So much time. When I ran the National Capital chapter of SCI, which is the DC metro area, and then my husband got stationed at Fort Leonard Wood. So we moved to Missouri. And I was like, okay. John was the chapter president. My chapter was like, oh no, because this was right after COVID. So everyone got used to Zoom. My chapter's like, oh no, you can still run the chapter from afar. My vice president will show up in person to host the events.
Yeah.
But all the meetings, we just did on Zoom anyway, because nobody wanted to physically go anywhere because travel was horrible.
Yeah.
So I planned the entire banquet, because you can plan everything from afar. We use the same venue each year, so it's not like I needed to do a site visit.
True.
But you can design the program. You can talk to people who's going to get the hunts. I just had one person who was physically getting the tangible items. So they still have to be the president from afar, because there's just not a lot of people willing to do all of that. But after a year of that, I was like, okay, guys, you got to find somebody. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I would tell them, go into the DSC convention. I'm like, you guys take care of getting the hunts. I said, I'm not even gonna do it. I said, I'll just get product, because they never had product to raffle or auction or whatnot. So I did it. One year, I got 80% of the guns. You guys need me. I don't need you. I'm going to be kind of floating some stuff on the floor.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.